Tell us your name and also a little bit about your musical background. And then if you could elaborate a little bit more and tell us what brought you to produce this video today. What response is this to? What prompted this?
Okay, I go by the name of Fel Davis, aka Felony Davis, public announcement.
And my name is Glenn Oneil, public announcement, as well.
And one of the reasons that we decided to actually do this particular piece is just through the industry and what's going on with R. Kelly and public announcement. We, as the multi-platinum group, public announcement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're
yes,
here
sir.
to make a separation between the public announcement who actually danced behind R. Kelly and the multi-platinum singing group public announcement, which is who we are.
Right.
So with respect to you wanting to set the record straight with regard to you all being the artists that sing, how was your relationship with Mr. Kelly? Like, what was he in a mentorship? Did he get you your deal? What was the nature of that relationship that would lead you to have to differentiate now that he's in so much heat?
Well, we had no relationship. The multi-platinum group public announcement, who we are, we had no relationship with R. Kelly personally. Our relationship through him was indirectly because one of the gentlemen who were a part of the group, who's a part of the group that we are now, by the name of Earl Robinson, was a part of the original group who actually danced behind R. Kelly.
So Earl was kind of the bridge between what people would think to be the connection between public announcement and R. Kelly, whereas really it seems like what you're telling me is that the founding member of public announcement is who had a relationship with R. Kelly. That's Earl. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about how Earl developed a connection to you all for you all to form the new singing public announcement?
Earl brought me into the group. And then after Earl brought me into the group, then in terms, there's another gentleman who was a part of the group who left the group, but his name is Euclid Gray. And after bringing Euclid Gray into the group, the next part of the group would be this gentleman by the name of Glenn Oneil. So Earl brought me into public announcement. I brought Euclid into public announcement. And then I brought Glenn Oneil into public announcement. Glenn Wright.
And now we were considered singers because the group before us weren't really singing behind public announcement. They were performing behind him as dancers. Earl wanted to keep the group and keep the name of the group and develop a singing group. And he grabbed Felony first, and then Felony grabbed Euclid, and then Felony grabbed me. And that's how we became public announcement.
So there were originally 4 or 5?
Four. There was four of us.
You know what? The original members of public announcement was 3. But the original members of public announcement that put out a record that was accounted for was 4. Euclid Gray, Glenn Oneil, Felony Davis, and Earl Robinson.
So actually what we're trying to do is just differentiate the two groups.
Right.
Okay? There was a group who actually danced behind R. Kelly. Okay? And then there's a post public announcement. And that's the group that was formed after R. Kelly left public announcement, which is the multi-platinum group public announcement.
What's the hits that group is known for that were not you all?
Well,
so hits like Vibe and Honey Love, that's what?
Vibe, Honey Love.
Yeah,
Did they do
Slow Dance.
Slow Dance.
Well,
I think that's it.
yeah, well, basically, a lot of those songs were already done when R. Kelly hired those guys on.
Right.
What songs did you all come out with after that separation of Earl from the dance group with R. Kelly?
Okay, our introduction to the music industry in terms of our hit records was Body Bumpin'.
Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yo.
Yippee-yi-yo. Another single that we released was called It's About Time.
It's about time for him to leave.
About time to let him know you have a real man, so he's got to.
Can you serious, man?
Jamming.
Another hit that we came out with actually was we actually did the first Steppers record, and a lot of people don't know that. You know, this was before R. Kelly came out with
Way before.
Step in the Name of Love and all of that. We had a record called Step On, Y to the Yippee. That was the first R&B Steppers record, public announcement. We did that record.
It goes, put the Y to the yippee in the
The Y to the hippie and the I to the hip, the O to the hip. It's time to go.
And then another record, another hit record that we did was called Mamacita. We did that record.
Where you at? Been trying to reach out.
You know, he gonna put all them songs in the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just, you know.
Mamacita, where you at? Been trying to reach out. All alone, you know I need ya.
We did John Doe, which was another big record for us.
How'd that go? Sing that.
See, you what we singing.
Another day and we both felt on the fit.
Go, say it again.
The TV is on.
Neither one of us is what?
Neither one of us is watching it. And your problem is every time Here's a popular part of the record.
The guy that pays you, I don't know. You're the guy that won't.
And all the women, all the ladies would be like, I don't know. We would say, stop lying. You know, so yeah, that was a real big record for us also. You know.
So with
Man
respect
Cry.
to, go ahead.
Oh yeah, also
Man Cry.
Yeah.
We had a record out there called
Yeah.
They Say a Man.
They say a man ain't supposed to cry.
Body Bumpin'
Hold on.
and It's About Time was on our first album, which was called Step On, which was called All Work No Play.
Yes, that's the first album.
The first
All
album.
Work, No Play.
And then
Public announcement, the new one.
multi-platinum
Group.
public
Signed
announcement.
with A&M
And that's how
Records.
we're making the difference. It's multi-platinum group public announcement, who we are.
How has it impacted the negative publicity that Mr. Kelly has been getting? How has it impacted you as you move forward with some of your current professional endeavors? Have you seen people shun you in association with R. Kelly, or because you're doing this video that's been prompted by a need to respond? But tell us how it has impacted you as a performer.
You know what? What I've started to notice is that people don't know the difference between the group then and the group now. They're kind of like bringing it together, like, you know, like we didn't even know that you know, I think it's the same group.
Yeah.
They think we're the same group that was with R. Kelly, and we're not. We were also involved in the soundtracks
Right.
of
Players Club,
which is called What a Woman Feels. You know that we're not the same group that was with R. Kelly back in the day. We're a platinum recording group on public announcement that come out on our own without any help from him. That group was a group that danced, and we just want you to know that we don't really condone you know, any type of wrongdoings or activities towards wrongdoings of women. We all have daughters, and we treat them like queens, and that's how we raise our daughters to be that. We praise women. That's what we do.
And however, with the Me Too movement, we do support that.
Yeah.
Again, like Glenn mentioned, you know, we have daughters and we have, you know, family members, and this situation is way bigger than all the allegations with R. Kelly, you know, because, you know, there are a lot of women who are actually being abused, and there's a lot of women who are young girls who are being abused, and they're not coming forward and talking about these things. And it's also not just that, it's a culture thing. And we do have to stand up and start supporting it. And we do have to encourage our young women to start speaking on these things and that nature, and this is what helps, I think that will definitely help our culture.
All right.
You know.
So we want to just separate, basically, like, we're not that. So don't compare us to that.
We're not a part of it.
We're not.
We're not a part of it.
If you go on our page,
yeah, the official PA, one
you
word.
will see.
You know.
And we praise women. And all of the music that we've put out have been music
For women.
of that sort.
And we pride ourselves in putting out the kind of music to uplift women.
Public announcement. We love you.